Today I'm going to be showing you this really cool card trick called Jumping Gemini. It only uses 4 cards, and let's say we can start off with these 6 diamonds on top right here, and we can put this to the bottom and it's going to come right back up to the top. So let's try and do the same exact thing. We put the 6 this time into the middle. Let's go ahead and you guys will see the 6 actually comes back up to the top. Even if I put the 6 on the bottom or over here on the side, the 6 is going to come back over here. Put it to the bottom, shake it up, and you guys will see the 6 actually jumps back up to the top. So this might get a little bit repetitive, but bear with me, guys. We move the 6 to the bottom again, we shake it, and you guys can see the 6 actually comes back up top. It's here. And so you might think I have 4 6 diamonds, but guys, in reality, let's see if I just twist the deck a little bit, and you guys will see I have a queen of clubs on top, I have a queen of clubs in the second position, as well as a queen of clubs in the third and a queen of clubs in the fourth position. So it looks like I have 1, 2, 3, 4 queen of clubs, but let's see, I actually have a joker, another joker, and 2 more jokers just like that. So this is the trick, and if you guys want to know how to do it, don't forget to stick around for the tutorial. Alright, so this is kind of like a quick disclaimer. I really hate packet card tricks, but I've seen a few comments asking if I could do something maybe a little more, like intermediate using, just sort of like, small packets of cards. So this is the only other trick. I dread doing it every time, so this is why I haven't really posted Jumping Gemini. But anyways, this is for you guys asking for some of them like this. So the way I did it in the performance was I had, you only need 4 cards, and let's say you want to have 2 identical cards. We can have either jokers or really any 2 duplicates, it doesn't really matter, but you want them all to kind of contrast. So let's say we have a queen, a 6, and then these 2 black jokers. So here's the order I started out with. I had the queen, the 6, and the 2 jokers like this, and this is kind of how you should start off the trick. So you could go up to your spectator and show them you have these 4 cards, and as you're kind of separating the packets here, so you have 2 cards in this hand and 2 cards in this hand, you have the 6 of diamonds second from the top. You say, look, so I only need these 4 cards, and as you kind of square them up, all you're doing is getting a pinky break underneath the top 2 cards. That way you could easily do a double lift, and you say, look, so I have these 4 cards, we're going to start off with these 6 of diamonds on top, and then you flip these 2 cards back over and say, look what happens if I put these 6 on the bottom, and then you can shake or snap or do whatever you want, and then all you do from this point is a single lift, and now that 6 is going to be on top. And so after you do, like the first move, you take the 6 and say, look, I'm going to go ahead and put this in the middle of the deck, okay? But in reality, you're putting this second from the bottom in the third position, so this way you can do a triple lift. You square this up, you say, look, I'm putting your card in the middle of the deck. And then from here, when you do the triple lift, you can actually just pull down the bottom card with your pinky, so that way it's a lot easier to grab this 3 card packet. You flip them all over, you say the 6 comes back up to the top. So at this point, you push off the top card and say, look, even if I leave it on the table, and as you're kind of pushing the card over on the table, that's giving you time to go over and reach and get another pinky break, and now you do a double lift and say, look, the 6 still comes back up to the top. You flip this over, and at this point you're going to say, look, now I can put the 6 on the bottom of the deck, but in reality you're putting one of these jokers. So you say, look, I'm going to put the 6 on the bottom, and now you put the joker on the bottom here, and then you do a single lift and say, look, it still comes back up to the top. So from here, your spectators are probably going to notice that you're just doing the same thing over and over again. So you could just ask them to bear with you, say, look, I know it might be getting repetitive, and right from here what you do is you can take another pinky break. So you pull down another card and you grab these 2 cards, and this time, and now you say, look, I'm going to take the 6 and put it back on the bottom one more time. But in reality, the second time you do it, you're actually taking a double. So you've done your pinky pull down, you say, look, I'm going to put the 6 on the bottom one more time. Now you move 2 cards here, put this to the bottom, and then from here you do one more double lift. So you pull the card, you do your double lift, and the 6 comes back up top. You say, look, it even comes back up again. So from here you do the second double lift, and then you put the next card on the bottom over here, and then you just reverse the order of these 2 cards, And then from here, you pick up the 2 cards on the bottom, which are actually going to be your 2 jokers. And then these go on top. So now you guys can probably see why I dread doing these card tricks, just because it's basically just step after step. It's kind of like repetitive, but I have seen a few comments. So anyways, you have these, this is the formation you're in now. And from here you say, look, you might think I actually have 4 6 of diamonds, but in reality, and then from here what you do is yet again another triple lift. So you're pulling down another card from the bottom, and you say, look, I actually have a queen of clubs on top. You flip that triple over, you just kind of push over 1 card, and then you get another pinky break on the bottom card, and you take, now this is a double right here, so now you're doing a double lift, holding this card, you pull down the bottom card, flip this double over right here, you say I have a queen in the second position, flip the double back over, spread the cards, and say now I have a queen in the third position. And the most important part here, this might be the hardest move of the entire trick. What you're doing is make sure when you flip the third queen back over, you're flipping it over square, and this is going to be counting the 4th queen. So you flip over the queen here, make sure it's squared up, and now you're grabbing the top queen here, this card right here. You're grabbing this with your thumb and your index finger and just kind of sliding that out and saying, and here's the 4th queen, and you're doing that in a quick motion, and it'll look like you're counting 4 queens. So you flip the last queen back over, square it up, and say, look, so it might look like I have 1, and when you count these four queens, what you're doing is you're showing the bottom card. You have these cards in middle grip, you're taking the top card with your thumb, showing the bottom card, doing it again, showing the bottom card, and then doing it again, showing the queen. So at this point it looks like you have 4 queens, and then you show the spectators just one more time, and this is where you are going to hold the cards in middle grip, and you're going to use your other hand and slide out at the same time the bottom and the top card. So here comes the top card with your thumb, and then the bottom card with your index. So you take the 2 cards, and now you're going to have a double packet on the right side. This is 2 cards, you're hiding it as 1, so you say, look, now I show you guys I have another, or this time I have a joker. So you show this card, this is going to be concealing that 6 of diamonds, and you say, look, so I actually have a joker over here. You lay this back on top of the deck, deal it down. In reality, you've actually dealt down the 6, and then this time what you do, you hold it in middle grip, but you only slide over the top card. So now you slide over 1 card with your thumb, show them another double, this case the joker with, should be the queen back here. You show it to them and say, look, and now you deal off that 1 card, which is going to be the queen, and you say, look, I actually have 2 more right here, and this time you can actually cleanly show them jokers. So this is the trick, guys. I told you it's a lengthy one. This is why I really dread doing these packet card tricks. But anyways, I hope this video works out for you.